there, Gina Hamby here with Help for Homeschoolers, and today, what if I told you that you could get your home set up to do some of the teaching for you? You're doing something new, you're doing something that's challenging, it requires perseverance and creativity on your part. I remember very well. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did to help create a home that was a learning environment. I'm going to teach you about learning baskets, learning nooks, and I'm going to give you specific examples. So by the end of this video, you're going to have your own ideas for what you can do to set your home up to be a place of learning, because we know out there the world is a little bit unstable. It can be scary for kids. Let's make our home a haven. That's what this is going to do. Today's video is going to help you know how to make your home a haven, how to make it a place of creativity, where your kids feel safe, they feel like they can express themselves and they can discover. All right, you ready? I'm going to show you exactly what was inside of my learning nooks and basket. What a learning nook or basket is, it's just a theme put all together in one spot. It's just to kind of draw all the attention to one subject. All right, let me give you some examples. All right, here, the first one, this was my geography basket. So I put in the world globe, the kids could play with it. I wasn't worried about it getting broken. I found this at a craft store. It's a world map, the state map, that was a placemat, and then some really good colorful books that are atlases that will spark their creativity and help them to learn about the world. You can put this in a corner of your home, you can put it in your schoolroom, wherever you do school. You can sprinkle these throughout the house. That's actually the best thing to do. Also, you could put a map up on the wall, so don't let that wall space go to waste. Hang up maps. Another thing that I did, and this was fun, I took this map and I put it on our kitchen table, and then I put a clear plastic vinyl overlay, and then when you're eating and everything, you can reference, you're learning geography. It's fun. It creates, it kind of stimulates conversation for them. All right, the next one, art basket. Let's say you're doing math with the third grader and your kindergartner says, "Mom, I'm bored." Say, you know what, why don't you go get the art basket out? And so you put paint brushes, paint, foam stickers, construction papers in the bottom here. Maybe you put in projects that they could work on, a birdhouse. So that's your art basket. Over here, we have what I call a wood shop basket. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you what did this look like in our home and in our record keeping. You're going to see exactly what the boys worked on, things like that. So look for that as well. But in this basket, of course, we're going to be safe. And this would ideally, it would be down in the workshop or in the garage, but these are things that your kids can build with that you don't mind. Okay, so safety glasses, nails, depending on their age, maybe there's a drill, there's scrap lumber in here, anything that they can think, maybe they want to build a birdhouse and that's okay with you. With supervision, they can do that, but you have everything here in one spot. Next, especially if you have little people, I always had a dress-up box, and I tell them, okay, go get the dress-up box. You guys can play that for a while. Get creative. It does not have to be store-bought costumes. I was a nurse, so you could put your old uniform in there and stethoscope, and they took my old badge and put their name on it. Different kinds of hats, and of course the regular costumes. They can pretend, they can put plays on, things like that. They can be a mighty hunter, so there's Dad's old hunting jacket in here. That's your dress-up bucket. Over here, I have what I call the nature study bucket. So I have Ranger Rick magazines. I have this book that identifies leaves. There's a magnifying glass in here. They can take that out with them. They can take the whole bucket out with them as long as they bring it back in. A mason jar, maybe they want to collect some flowers or a bug to observe for the day, and that has the air holes in it. Just make sure they release that bug. And then other books like animal tracking books, things that kind of spark their creativity about nature. Over here, I have my gardening bag. So let them experiment. You'll see a picture where my boys love to grow seedlings. So give them the seedling trays. Of course, you're gonna need to get dirt. You can put this outside in the garage or in the basement. Let them have some seeds, some books that will teach them what's a good bug, what's a bad bug, and some guidebooks. So things like that. A little shovel, we couldn't find ours. Imagine that with 4 boys. Over here, you've heard me talk before on other videos about little nooks where they can relax. This is like a listening nook. So I told you before that sometimes during quiet time at the end of our school day, I would say, you know what, why don't you go listen to a book on CD? So find some good CDs. You can get them from the library, an old CD player, and they can just snuggle up in this corner and listen to a good story. All right, this is a favorite in wintertime. So I didn't have bird seed in my bird feeder, but I would hang a bird feeder outside on the porch. I'd put this by the window. I give them some binoculars. This is a really great book about the bird feeder book. It shows them, they can start to identify the different birds that are gonna come to the feeder. This provides a lot of enjoyment, especially when it snows, if it snows in your area. That was something my boys really loved, to look at the birds. Over here, this is our last one. This is our reading nook. So you want to make a comfy spot in your home. Have it with pillows and a blanket, a nice reading light, and then in here put in a variety of books. And you're going to want to switch it out so they don't get bored, but books for your older readers like Sign of the Beaver, ones for your little guys, maybe you're going to read with them. Anything you're studying about, so if you're studying early American history, Davy Crockett, colorful books, these Usborne books where they can lift the flap and see how things work. Things that are creative and interesting, just keep a basket there, set it up, it's nice and cozy. Okay, so I just wanted to spark your creativity. Make your home a place of learning, a place where they can be creative, be refreshed. It's not all the work on you. When they're done a subject, you can say, hey, why don't you go look at the bird basket, or take the nature study basket outside and go identify some leaves. That way it's all put together for you. You don't have to come up with ideas as you go. They're already learning stations set up for them. And you're going to find that your children become so much more creative, and they start to think independently for themselves, and they just feel like home is a fun, warm place of learning. I hope this was helpful. If you know somebody that this would bless, if you could share this video with them. You're doing great, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care.